I have no doubt in my mind that they can get out of the group. From there, we'll see. Because, again, that's when the best teams in the world come out to play. And that should be a very interesting... it should be a very interesting World Cup in Brazil next season. Obviously, a lot of expectations for many teams. Also, Costa Rica qualified last week with a 2-2 draw against with Honduras getting a draw at Panama. Again, so these two teams a lock already to get to the World Cup. In the European region, you have Italy and Netherlands locking up their spots last week. And in the Asian region, you have Australia, Japan, Iran, and South Korea. And for the Oceania region, New Zealand has won their playoff, of course. They won the qualification, but they have to play a playoff against the fourth place team from the CONCACAF region, which right now looks like it's Panama. And Mexico might be left out of the World Cup for the first time since '82. They did qualify in '90, but they were suspended for that World Cup. So if you want to count that, their first World Cup since 1990. But if in terms of they've already qualified since 1982. And in the South America region, Brazil as hosts are already in, and Argentina qualified by virtue of accumulating maximum points last week. Now moving on to my final thought. When hiring a coach for sports, especially I guess on the college level or in the professional level, you have to find that guy that's perfect for your system, that's perfect for your university. Like a Michigan man, a guy who's like very Michigan material. Or, again, let's go with that even academics. Like this is a Harvard man or a Stanford man. Down at Texas Tech, they hired a guy who played for them many years ago, did very well, and then was the reason behind the success of Johnny Football. That guy is Cliff Kingsbury. He's very young, and many do compare him, which is funny, to Ryan Gosling. If you want to look at it, look it up. Texas Tech even has like banners around their university saying hashtag our coach is hotter than yours. He's a good looking guy. Very young, 34 years old, played in the NFL for a couple of years. Been an offensive coordinator, doesn't have a lot of coaching experience. He's been coaching for about 5 years. But what he's done to the program, now that he's the new head man at Texas Tech and his alma mater, it's truly refreshing to see a guy that not only the players enjoy him, and you can see that. You could see videos on YouTube where he has great practices and his team is very inspired and moved by what he's been able to do. And it's great. But also for the fans as well, and the boosters and the alumni. It was only about 5 years ago where Texas Tech had their biggest win probably in the history of their program when they beat number 1 Texas with a huge win. Michael Crabtree getting the pass from Graham Harrell with only a couple seconds left, and just breaking free into the end zone, and that was huge. That pretty much put Texas Tech on the map. They were already on the map before under Mike Leach. They had some problems with him involving a player. He was let go. Tommy Tuberville came in. He really wasn't that great of a tech. He wasn't that Texas Tech man. And then you bring in Cliff Kingsbury, a coach again, very young, a little, I would say, inexperienced on the coaching end. But what he's been able to do is restore the brand that is Texas Tech. That Mike Leach offense, where they just pretty much put 5 wide receivers out and say, let's ball out. And watching the game against TCU, you could see that. And it was truly fascinating to watch as they got the win over Texas Tech, over TCU. Again, a team very good on defense, one of the top 20 in the country on defense, coached very well by Gary Patterson. And what Kingsbury was able to do is dismantle that defense early. And one thing that Texas Tech is really not known for until recently is a really great defense. I mean, they've always had a great offense. One of the problems is that they've always had to win shootout games, scores by 54-51. 60-59, really, really, really big games. They would have to put up more points than their opponent. But now that they're playing defense, and that's going to be huge when we get into a Big 12 schedule where, again, most Big 12 teams do have great offenses. They do play this. They do have spread offenses, and really for this Texas Tech team, again, like I said, it's really refreshing for a coach like Cliff Kingsbury to enjoy coaching and the players you can see. Their starter, the freshman walk-on Baker Mayfield. The fact that he has the you-know-what to start a guy who's a freshman walk-on at quarterback and to show what he's been able to, and to show the country what he's been able to do, truly phenomenal. And I really do hope, and I wish them the best of success down at Texas Tech in Lubbock. All right, well, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for listening. Same time next week, as always. And tomorrow's my birthday. I can tell you how old I am. You guys can ask, or you guys can text me. Should be a really fun time. Gonna enjoy that. And gonna enjoy some really good games tonight. Just to keep you updated on the last score right now. 13-7, still New Orleans on top of Tampa Bay in the fourth quarter. So keep an eye on that. Huge games tonight. And huge game between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati tomorrow. Again, this is what I want to do. I love doing this, and really hope you guys appreciate it. Thank you again so much for listening. Like I said, this is one of my greatest things that I always look forward to every Sunday. Next time, same time next week, 7 o'clock as always. Again, if you want a request, if you want something to talk about, always tweet at me. At Sceron00, SCERON00. And like I said, we can always talk about whatever you guys want. I mean, I can be very controversial, and it can be very fun. I think that's one thing that people don't like to do, is to push the envelope a little bit farther. I mean, I talked about why Michigan and Louisville aren't going to be in the national championship game. Or people are saying like, oh yeah, Michigan, they're great. Louisville, they're great. No, they're not. Please. All right, well, that's all the time I have for today. Like I said, thank you so much for listening. And I'll finish off with one more song. You're listening to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Sern on Spreaker Radio.
Nobody here knocking at my door. The sound of silence I can't take anymore. Nobody ringing my telephone now. Oh, how I miss such a beautiful sound. And I don't even know how I survive. I won't make it to the shore without your light. No, I don't even know if I'm alive. Oh, without you now, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Nothing to hold but the memories and frames. Oh, they remind me of the battle I face. Without your love, without you I drown. Somebody save me, I'm going down. And I don't even know how I survive. I won't make it to the shore without your light. No, I don't even know if I'm alive. Oh, without you now, this is what it feels like. without you now. This is what it feels like.